All right, if you are outside and you can hear my voice, we're putting more chairs out because it's a good problem. We have more people coming. So look for an open chair. And if you are sitting on the benches, if you can scooch together and create some room and invite somebody to sit down on the bench next to you, that would be great because we don't want any of our kupuna or anybody standing up for the whole graduation. So if you got some room by you, can you invite somebody to sit next to you? Would appreciate it. Thank you. Whatever. All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you, I appreciate that. So just a reminder for those of you who came in a little bit after I made my initial announcement, if you could turn off your cell phones or put them on silent, that would be great. It is being live streamed, so if you have people who weren't able to make it today, text them, tell them just go to our website and they can log on to the live stream and they can watch the graduation. And then it'll be recorded, and then you guys can watch it back later as a family if you are here and check it all out. And then restrooms, there's on either side of the CAF. Ladies are on the Makai side. Gentlemen, you're on the Mauka side, but those are the ones the kids use, so you might not want to use that one. Use the one next to on the outside of the office. That's more like the adult restroom, a little bit cleaner. Yeah. So here they come. So we're going to get started in just a few, okay? So students, kindergarten through 4th grade, this is your time to just relax and keep the talking to a minimum, okay? Thank you.
Good morning, parents, guests, teachers, and students. I'm Emery Lowe. Welcome to Noelani School's 5th grade graduation. We are very proud to share this special day with all of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Camden Shelton. We would like to take this time to thank the second grade teachers and our buddies for making the graduation lace.
We'd also like to give a round of applause to recognize all the teachers and staff at Noelani for their hard work and support throughout our years here.
Without the encouragement from our parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, and other family members, we wouldn't be standing here today. Thank you very much. Fifth graders, you may now be seated.
Our principal, Mr. Brian Gussman, has some words of wisdom for our graduating class.
Thank you, Emery. I know they just thanked the staff and everyone, but I want to also take a moment to recognize the hard work and dedication of my teachers, my staff, the PTA board, and committee chairs especially, and also you parents. With your combined efforts, we're able to provide these robust experiences for our students, and we wouldn't be here today with all these smiling faces. So can you guys give a round of applause to everybody? So it occurred to me that you guys, this class, there's something special about it. Do you guys know what it is? No. Well, 6 years ago is when I started here as principal. And this is when you guys started here as kindergarteners. So we grew up together. Yeah? So it's been on this journey that we started. It seemed so long when we first started, when you guys are kindergartners, but now we're at the end, it seems so short. Yeah, it's kind of how it always happens. Well, we've grown tremendously through all the challenges and our triumphs, and we've come out to be better and stronger people. I'll miss you dearly, and as we move on, let me leave you with some words of wisdom. So first, live your life with gratitude. You know, that's something that we started here with our kind kid, and our kind kid of the, first it was of the month, and now we have the quarter and the year. So if there's anything that is positive that's come out of COVID, is that we understand that we have to have more gratitude in life. We need to recognize the moments that are big and small for the impact that they have on us. And most importantly, appreciate those around you, especially your parents, as you guys become teenagers. Remember that. Next, don't be afraid to fail. I'm not saying to fail on purpose, but if we try new things, we probably won't be great at everything. Failure can be one of the strongest learning opportunities you experience in your life. As Thomas Edison said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And lastly, I've talked about this just about every graduation because I think it's that important, which is choose your friends wisely. You're gonna meet a lot of new people, new and interesting people in the coming years. And those that you call friends are the people who build you up. A friend is someone who understands your past, believes in your future, and accepts you the way that you are. So congratulations, Gecko class of 2024. Enjoy the day and celebrate your accomplishments, and remember, once a Gecko, always a Gecko.
Thank you, Mr. Gussman. We'll be sure to remember what you've said.
3 of our graduating 5th graders, Noah Huynh, Yushin Ung, and Grace Brummel, will share a little something about their memories and experiences here at Noelani.
Ladies and gentlemen, and staff and teachers, Today is a very special day for us fifth graders. It is a new beginning. I have been at Noelani for the past 6 years, from kindergarten to fifth grade, and have made so many friends and memories here. I can't imagine myself at any other school than Noelani. This school has helped me get smarter, behave better, become braver, and has taught me to persevere through all of my fears and challenges. That is why I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the Noelani community. Throughout the years, we have gone on so many interesting field trips and have done many challenging projects, some of which wouldn't have been possible without the staff and the PTA. Looking back, we had so many once-in-a-lifetime experiences and created so many memories. Our teachers taught us so well, and they showed us the importance of kindness and courage. I learned the importance of teamwork. They provided us with so many snacks, let us stay in class extra even when it was their break time. I could tell that all of the Noelani teachers really cared for us students. By the way, they provided us with so many of their things. That's why these teachers are the most awesome teachers ever. My personal favorite field trip was the Big Island trip because we got to visit all the places that we had studied about in social studies. This trip made all of the things we learned about the Big Island worth it. My favorite stop was at Imilo Astronomy Center. We got to check out the space equipment that present-day astronauts use. It was so cool. It inspired me to start studying and learning about astronomy. We saw all sorts of exhibits. Some showed how space works in fun and interesting ways. The small models of space equipment were super cool too. There was this one station that showed a mini Earth. You could see all of the countries and the cities in each country. It rotated like the real Earth, and you could even see which places were cloudy or sunny in real time. I enjoyed it so much that I stayed there for more than 30 minutes. After the astronomy center, I decided to free up my brain and enjoy the time on Big Island. We also went to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, another one of my favorite places. We saw so many varieties of plants and trees while on the trail, and the crater itself was so large and so majestic that it reminded me about the real beauty of nature. Luckily, we spotted one of the endangered Hawaiian honeycreepers soaring just a couple feet above our heads. It was so close that I felt that if I wanted to, I could almost touch it. I enjoyed every bit of the trip, and I wish that we can go together again. But even though elementary school is coming to an end, I personally think of this more positively than negatively. Noelani has had a very big impact and influence on me, and I think that all of the lessons that I have learned have helped form the way I act and think. I hope that we will have the nice teachers and fun field trips at my new middle school too. Again, I'm super grateful for being able to have teachers who guided me through my 6 years at Noelani, and I'll never ever forget them. Thank you.
One unforgettable Noelani memory of mine was going on the Boston trip. It was finally the day I was waiting for, the Harvard tour. I could finally visit the school of my dreams and see what more history it contains. Also, it would be our first day riding on the famous Boston T. In the morning, at 8:30, everyone on the Boston trip gathered in the lobby, eagerly waiting to go on the T. When we walked to the T station, the ground was frozen, and the puddles almost became mini ice skating rinks. While we entered the T station, a gigantic gust of wind came by. The station was open air, so we were freezing inside. By the time the T finally came, I was overjoyed that it was heated inside. The T did move as slow as a turtle, though. But the view on the way was incredible. I could see MIT along the way to Harvard. As we finally made it to the Harvard station, we were running late and we had to sprint to catch up to the other people on the Harvard tour. Our tour guide was a very bubbly student called Aya. It was her first year at Harvard and was a Bostonian who had us jaywalking across the streets. She told us some facts about Harvard and even the way Harvard doesn't use the word major. By the end of the tour, we went to the Harvard Science Museum where we saw all the glass plants life-size animal models, and even the crystals. We went to Dr. Rachel Carmody's lab, where she and her curious students researched about human evolutionary biology, where we explored her lab and learned about the things that they've been studying. This day taught me that learning isn't just about textbooks and tests. It's about curiosity, exploration, and asking as many questions as you can. It's a lesson anyone can do, and a lesson I'll definitely carry with me, maybe even back to Harvard someday. Thank you.
When I think about all my years in Noelani, I think about all the things I took for granted pre-COVID. Like the really special time I had my first grade teacher just a month before COVID hit. It was when Mrs. Christensen asked me to do her hair for Wacky Wednesday. I remember it like it was just yesterday. My teacher, Mrs. Christensen, called my mom on a Tuesday night of Spirit Week and asked to talk to me. She said, "Gracie, can you come to school early tomorrow and make my hair wacky for Wacky Wednesday?" I felt so lucky I jumped up in excitement. My mom swears I had sparks in my eyes. I felt so special that she had asked me to do her hair. All night long, I thought about what to bring, what hairstyle to do. I woke up early, but with a lot of adrenaline. Once I got to school on Wednesday, I found my good friend Brooke and asked if she could help me do Mrs. Christensen's hair, and she said yes. Mrs. Christensen was always so nice, but if there's one thing that really annoyed her, it was when we came back from recess with her hair all sticking up and all over the place. I remember it so clearly. She would look at us and immediately call us over. She would always do our hair and make it so nice, but she would never let us do hers until that Wacky Wednesday. Brooke and I were waiting outside the classroom, and finally, Mrs. Christensen opened the door. With a smile and a nervous look on her face, she said we could straighten our hair. We probably took 10 minutes just to figure out what we were going to do. But when we actually did it, let's just say it didn't turn out how we were hoping. We tried so many different hairstyles, three braids into one braid, a braid on the side and a ponytail on the other, but it never looked perfect. She kept laughing and saying we were ripping all her hair out. I'm pretty sure half the time we were just stalling because we didn't want to start school and we were having so much fun. And in the end, it actually looked half decent and really wacky. We parted her hair into 8 different sections and braided all of them. Mrs. Christensen loved it. Some might say this is just normal teacher behavior, but Mrs. Christensen was constantly trying to make us have the best year possible and feel so special. She even told us she would come to one of our outside events during the year, and when she cheered me on at one of my soccer games, I was ecstatic. From Mrs. Christensen, I learned how to be a good friend and how to support others like she supported us. And even if we were separated like we were during COVID, we could still learn together and care for one another. Wacky Wednesday and Mrs. Christensen will always have a special place in my heart. Thank you.
I would like to introduce 2 of our 5th grade parents, Reese's Togashi's father, Mr. Stanford Togashi, Gracie Brumble's mother, Kristen Brumble, and Asher Isa's mother, Mrs. Amy Isa, who will present our legacy gift.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry. As a cherished tradition at Noelani, graduating classes leave behind a lasting gift for current and future students and families, as well as the teachers and staff who supported them. This year, the class of 2024 plans to gift Noelani with a vibrant mural to grace the blank wall in the Idea Center, a space that holds special memories for them. The Idea Center, built 3 years ago, embodies the school's values: innovate, discover, explore, and achieve. These aren't just words. They represent the environment Noelani fosters for every child. Our dedicated and caring teachers Create brave, collaborative spaces where students can unleash their creativity, discover new ideas, explore the world around them, and build the confidence to achieve their goals. The class of 2024's legacy gift reflects this spirit. They will carry these values with them as they venture out into the world, continuing to innovate, discover, explore, and achieve. We have no doubt they will make Noelani very proud.
To capture the essence of their journey at Noelani, the graduating class will be asked to brainstorm images that resonate with the words innovate, discover, explore, and achieve. These ideas will be incorporated into the mural by Boz Schur, the talented artist behind many of our campus's beautiful murals. Additionally, a plaque will be installed in the Idea Center featuring a class photo, all of the students' names, and a message about the significance of their gift. We eagerly anticipate inviting the graduating fifth graders back to campus for the unveiling of the completed mural. We hope that years from now, they will return to Noelani, not only to share this artwork with their own children, but also to reminisce about the memories they made here with friends, the wonderful teachers who nurtured them, and the seeds of inspiration that continue to shape their lives and the communities they impact. Parents, donations for this meaningful project are still welcome. Please make checks payable to the Noelani PTA with a note specifying Class of 2024 gift. You can drop off checks at the school office or give them to your child's teacher, Kristen, or myself. Congratulations, Noelani Class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Togashi and Mrs. Brummel and Mrs. Issa for organizing our legacy gift project that we can be proud of.
We will now show you a video with highlights from our 5th grade year. Family and friends, please sit back and enjoy the show. 5th graders, please arrange yourself to view the video.
Good idea.
People, are you listening to what we're about to say? People, are you listening to what we're about to say? You see, we're on a mission, trying to find a way. If you and me make a guarantee to spread a little aloha around the world, and I know we can work it out and make this world a better place for you and for me. I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish for you. This is my wish for you. I hope you know somebody loves you for you. May all your dreams stay big.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way through the crowd. And I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time went past me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. There's always times like these when I think of you, and I wonder if you ever think of me. 'Cause everything's so wrong and I don't belong, living in your precious memory. 'Cause I need you, and and I miss you. Now I wonder if I could fall in.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Fifth graders, please return to the stage and prepare to sing our graduation song, I'll Always Remember You. Thank you, fifth graders. We will now have the presentation of the diplomas by Mr. Gusman and the fifth grade teachers.
Oh, wait. Am I supposed to use this one? I use this one. The fifth grade teachers pose these questions to the students. What do you think we will be doing in 20 years? What is your favorite Noelani memory? And what is a life lesson you have learned from your time here at Noelani School? As each of the students receive their diplomas, we will read one of their responses.
Mia Lee McCorston. In all my years at Noelani, I learned to think before you do. It's a phrase I can use for the rest of my life for future conversations.
Wilfred Hahn. I see myself in 20 years still at med school earning my degree. I hope to own a majestic chicken and be living in a 2-story house. I want to buy a nice abode for my parents to live in since they've taken care of me all these years.
In 20 years, Kalaimoku Fuller Mantoga. In 20 years, I will be an MLB pitcher from the LA Dodgers. I will be married and have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. James Langworthy. A life lesson I learned at Noelani is to think before you say anything. If you don't think and just speak out loud, there will be consequences. You could accidentally offend someone. You might get in trouble, or you might embarrass yourself, and nobody wants that. Chloe Moreno. In 20 years, I think I'll be an astronomer who lives in a nice small home, decorated nicely. I'll have 2 cats, I'll be married, have 2 children, and I will take care of my parents in my home.
Darius Felix. In 20 years, I will be in the NFL just to be famous like Tom Brady. If I don't make it, I will have a cleaning company. And if I fail again, I'm going to be a cook.
Madeline Salcedo. In 20 years, I'll be 31. I'll be so old. I'll be playing volleyball professionally, driving a Lambo. I won't be rich or poor, but I'll have enough money for a good life. Tex Hunley. 20 years from now, I see myself being a pilot for JetBlue. I'll own a Lexus, speak more than 1 language, travel a lot, and live a fun and happy life with my family. Julian Swenson. In 20 years, I'll be playing baseball with the LA Dodgers. I'll be living with my wife and 2 kids in a normal-sized house.
Raylan Rubinoff. A life lesson I learned here at Noelani is that if you don't know people, respect them for who they are and act friendly because they will do the same for you.
Lucas Turkelson. In 20 years, I dream of being a bus driver, driving with my pet fox, and living in a big house with a small family. Elena Atan. A life lesson I learned at Noelani is to be kind, respectful, and responsible. Always be helpful, loving, and caring of others.
Yu Shinung. My favorite Noelani memory was going to Mano Marketplace and buying lunch with my classmates, especially when Mai's icy dropped on the ground and she didn't notice.
Sebastian Etter. A life lesson I learned is to never judge a book by its cover. The first time I met one of my best friends, I thought he was emo, but we started talking and we became very good friends. Zephaniah Eli. My life lesson is to always respect people, especially people like your parents. I used to talk back to my mom and get in trouble a lot. I got in trouble so many times, I learned my lesson.
Zane Taguchi. My favorite Noelani memory is going on a Big Island trip with all my friends, joking and playing around on the trip. Avery Corrales. The life lesson I learned was to keep trying because when I didn't know how to do a math problem, I kept trying and got it.
Lexi Buna. My favorite Noelani memory is when all the JPOs went out to a field day and spent time as a whole squad. We had so much fun dancing, competing, and we had the best bus ride ever. Victor Luo. In 20 years, I will be a doctor with a wife and a kid living in a penthouse with a chow chow named Queso. I will be living in California, enjoying my life, but I will still keep in touch with my family, especially Carson.
Annabelle Manuel Prum. After all these years here at Noelani, I've learned no matter how many fights you have with your best friend, you always try to forgive yourself for what you have done and try to say sorry to them the very next day.
Lily Yan. In 20 years, I see myself living a simple and happy life with 2 kids. I hope to be a pediatrician saving lives while getting a decent salary.
Charlie Celifus. In 20 years, I will be living in Hawaii, playing in the NFL, married with children, and living the good life in a mansion with my family and pet dog.
Jalen Mock. In 20 years, I will help my dad and my mom's business. I will be cooking so my dad can have a day off, and I will be a waiter so my mom can have a day off too. Zlata Choyeva. In 20 years, I will be living in an apartment with white, modern furniture. I also fit the standards for a photo model, and I have skills, so maybe I would be a model.
Jerry Lee. My favorite Noelani memory is a Big Island trip in 4th grade. At the Kona Hotel, my group looked at paintings and artifacts while we chowed down on some garlic bread. Shauna Kanai. The life lesson I learned at Noelani is to listen, or else you go to Miss I's office.
Lauren Shitaoka. I think I will be an awesome fisherman that catches great fish. I live in a mansion and have a great life.
Anahita Shakur. In 20 years, I'll be an author or an actor in Hawaii, taking over my mom's house with a husband and 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, and a Maltese and Shiba Inu dog. Emily Hiroi. In 20 years, I want to be a professional judoka that travels around the world to join competitions. I'll have 2 kids and a husband and bring them with me.
Kevin Lee. My happiest memory at Noelani was a trip to the Big Island of Hawaii. I saw a lot of beautiful scenery like waterfalls and volcanoes.
Nicholas Sarrazin. The life lesson I learned was about growth mindset and grit. If you are persistent, you will almost always succeed eventually.
Noah Wynn. In 20 years, I hope to be married with 2 or 3 kids and playing in the NBA, live in a big house with a pool, and have made a positive impact on the world.
Mai Kanemura. In 20 years, I want to only live with a dog and myself and be an engineer to design and analyze things.
Braden Gibo. In 20 years, I'm dreaming of becoming a prison warden or overseeing all of the people there and making sure they are eating, sleeping, and not starting a riot.
Skylar Chun. In 20 years, I might have 2 pet chinchillas named Chicken Nugget and Sprinkles. I'll be a librarian helper because I could scan, stamp, and check in books.
Jackson Yee. A life lesson I learned is that not everything is easy and you'll have to persevere even if you're by yourself. Lucas Roman. In 20 years, I'll be an astronomer working at a university. I will find new stars and planets and maybe even a new galaxy. I'll have a wife and 2 kids, and I'll live in a $2.5 million mansion with a nice luxury car.
Lily Guerra. The life lesson I learned here at Noelani were that you should be respectful to your teachers and adults. You also should be kind to your friends and people who know and be responsible for your work and tools.
Zainab Demir. My life lesson I learned at Noelani is to always try and never give up, be good and be kind. These are the best life lessons that can be learned in the world.
Mason McPherson. In 20 years, I will be a physicist, have a wife, and 1 child. I will have a nice house with an outdoor pool, a big backyard where I will plant flowers and vegetables.
Kobe Hartney. The life lesson I learned is that middle school is going to be way harder and bigger. Shunya Doi. I learned that you should work with other people because teamwork is important. Also ask your friends and teachers for help because if you don't, you will not know many things.
Nina Means. In 20 years, I will see myself as an astrophysicist with multiple PhDs, reading a book with about the mysteries of the universe in my luxurious apartment in Toronto, Canada. I have a golden doodle named Chip, and we go on a walk to the gelato store whenever we have time. Samantha Sato. In 20 years, I will be a dentist with a PhD in dental medicine and dental surgery. I will also have a small pet of some kind.
Asher Issa. My favorite Noelani memory was Mayfair because it was fun watching the other grades doing dances and hulas, and I got to play games and hang out with my friends.
Helena Rout. In 20 years, I will have 1 kid and maybe a husband and a mansion. I will be a lawyer because they make so much money, and I will have a pet dog, 2 cats, and a bird. Ashley Carino. My favorite Noelani memory was when we did Mayfair because I won all the games, got all the prizes. I got to sing and drink soda and eat chicken katsu.
Aria O'Sheryl. Life lesson I learned is to never give up because if you keep on trying and don't give up, then you can do something amazing.
Camden Shelton. I hope in 20 years, I'm going to be a singer and an actor in Hollywood. I will have 2 boys and 1 girl named Lani, Aloha Lani, and Kapu, and 2 golden doodle puppies and a cute big home. But if all of that fails, then I'm going to be a realtor.
Emery Lowe. In 20 years, I see myself with a family of 3, graduated from college, and finishing pursuing my studies. I'll live somewhere quiet with kind and supportive neighbors. I'll visit my mom and attempt to make my favorite dishes for my kids. Whenever I end up in 20 years, I hope I'll be happy and with how far I've come. Lucas Fujimori, my favorite Noelani memory is a Boston trip where we got to see many historical sites.
Oniola Ariel Powell. In 20 years, I see myself taking care of my family and having 2 children, hopefully a boy and a girl. All that matters is being happy in my life.
Jonathan Kilangtong. In 20 years, I will be 31 and working in Washington as a pilot flying to many places in the world. I'll live in a small house with my pet monkey named Orin. Mark Suzaki. In 20 years, I will be 31 years old. I will be graduating from medical school and residence with a neurosurgeon. I will live in New York, in Port Town, in a 2-story house with a wife, 2 kids, and a cat.
Marshall Shitaoka. In 20 years, I will be an architect because I enjoy building things like Lego, and I have the skill to build those things with ease. Risa Togashi. In 20 years, I see myself as a hardworking pediatrician. I will live in a medium-sized house with my parents, my sister, and 6 cats. I'll live a relaxing life, hang out with my current and future friends, and never feel too stressed out.
Cici Kanimoto. In 20 years, I will want to be an architect or an interior designer because I like to sketch and would love to design someone's house inside and out. I will live in a good-sized house with 2 cats and maybe be married. I will plant fruits and vegetables in my garden.
Adi Raj. I learned that sometimes success is hard and there will be challenges, but in order to overcome them, you have to persevere and try your best. Zechariah Marita. At Noelani, I learned that nobody's perfect. That quote has got me through some hard times, like when I got a bad grade or did something wrong. Maximus Nieto. I learned that friends don't come to you easily. You have to have courage to make, play, and talk to your friends, but good friends are loyal. If you do something embarrassing, they will still be on your side.
Luca Yoshimoto. In 20 years, I will be an engineer and a police officer. I want to help the world and save people and encourage them that nothing is impossible.
Emily He. My favorite Noelani memory is the JPO field day. It was really fun. We had an ice cream and dance party.
Jackson Uyoka. In 20 years, I will have a nice family with wonderful children and grow up to be a well-paid author and illustrator.
Tyson Ching. My favorite Noelani memory is meeting my best friend Talon because he's supportive and kind.
Liam Nishimoto. In 20 years, I will be a basketball player because I have a lot of passion for basketball. I will work hard to be good at it and be very happy.
Grace Brummel. I hope in 20 years I will be a successful interior designer living a simple but happy life with 1 daughter in a modern-day house. Talon DeLeon. My favorite memory is at 8+ when we were eating snack and a bird flew on my head. Me and Tyson were shocked, but we laughed about it after.
Hold on. Teachers, students, and families, we would like to present to you the 61st graduating class of Noelani School, the class of 2024.
What's the next slide? Before we end, we would like to thank Mr. Richard and team for helping set up the cafeteria, Ms. I for printing our diplomas, and all the other support staff for helping us with the preparations for our graduation program. We would also like to thank the many parents who volunteered their time or items for the grade 5 banquet, graduation, and legacy gift. We also want to thank the parents who accompanied us on our field trips and all the parents who donated items to our school throughout the years. You have made Noelani the special place it is.
We wish the graduating class of 2024 much success at their new schools. And remember, once a gecko,
Always a gecko! This concludes our 2024 Noelani graduation program. After the lower grades leave, parents and friends can stay to take pictures. Thank you for coming.
Alrighty. So parents, if you can stay seated while we get the little ones out of here, and then you guys can come up and do all your pictures.